Mahokenshi. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Begin your journey to become a mighty samurai mage in a blend of adventure, strategy, and deck-building gameplay. Choose how you will follow the way of the Mahohahihaho, explore the celestial islands, build your deck, battle challenging demons, and protect the land from the forces of corruption. Yes, guys, this is a deck-building game, and I bloody well love this. I've been playing it. I've done nine and a half hours in it so far, and I've run out of time because Forspoken comes out shortly, and I've got oh god. It's a deck building game, like I said. The whole game revolves around your deck of cards, and you get cards when you go on the different missions of the campaign. And there's also 4 characters that you can, samurai, I guess, that you can unlock, and they're all completely different in the way they approach combat and basically their abilities on the map. Each mission that you come across is so different. The ones that I've played, and I'm over halfway through the game now, and the mission structure is excellent. Some of the missions are timed. Now, they're not timed as in a clock ticking down. It'll be something like there'll be a 4 on the map, like a monster or something, and they will be going around, say, wrecking villages. And if they wreck more than 3 villages, I think it is, the game's over. You have to defeat him before he does it. Actually, it's 5 villages, I think. And so that's the kind of timing that you get. Another mission was you have 35 moves to do it in. Now, as a rule, I can't stand timed stuff because I just like to chill in a game. But I have to say, guys, that in this one, it works so well. It just works, as Todd would say. It just works. The excitement of the mission and failing is even fun because in this game you get XP as you kill monsters and do different things on the map. You get XP, and that XP levels you up, and when you level up you get better cards and better trinkets. So the next time you come in to do that mission again, you'll be a little bit more powerful. So there's a roguelike element there. You also, if you do challenges, each mission has certain challenges. If you complete a challenge, you get these crystals, and these crystals are used in the ways of the Mahoha, which is basically an upgrade list. There's like 3 different paths you can go, and you can mix and match them. And you buy perks, if you like. It's a big perk tree, which again makes you more powerful the next time you go in. So, you know, there is a tiny bit of a grind. It's not much. I did hit a wall, and I'm at the minute where I can't beat this git. So I'm going back, and I'm getting a bit more knowledge of the way. I don't know how to pronounce Mahoken, I think. But yeah, so I'm getting stronger. And I'm going back and I'm going to kick his ass. And the satisfaction level will be great when that happens. Because I've done it a couple of times already when I've been stuck and I've thought, well, I'll just get a little bit more perks in cards. Now, as I said earlier, the characters are all kind of different in the way they approach combat. My personal favourite is Sota. He kind of does poison and stealth. So what I like about him is he can inflict a lot of poison and then run away. He has these abilities to run quite quickly on the map. And the poison ticks away for a few turns, so you can, if you've got a really big, massive mob coming after you, you can just throw some poison at him and then kite him around the map a little bit. And he also has AoE poisons. And when he goes into stealth mode, again, if you get a card that will allow you to go into stealth mode, there's another card that will allow you to double your hit if you're in stealth, if you're attacking from stealth. You also can't be seen by some of the lookouts that's in this game because the map. And I just want to talk a little bit about the maps because the maps are fantastic in this. The way the maps are designed and set up is really good because there's so many things on the map that you can actually do to help you in your quest. And it's not a case of, oh, there's only one way of doing things. There's multiple ways that you can actually beat the different levels. You've got free reign to go wherever you want on the actual map. There's new card picks on the map because what you don't get in this is you don't get like a deck that you can edit before you go into the mission. You go into the mission, you'll have your pool deck of what cards you've unlocked in there, but you're kind of given the cards as you land on certain tiles, if you like, because you get a certain amount of moves. It's 4 basically, and that's like 4 moves on the map. But if you're going over mountains or hills, it can be reduced, and forest to 2 moves to move 1 tile, if you like. So But there are cards that will mitigate that, that'll allow you to move in one. So there's cards for everything. But like I was saying on the map, the way it's set out, there's certain shrines and temples that you can land on that will give you extra card picks, that will give you extra energy. So you'll have 5 moves instead of 4 moves. There's places where you can get trinkets. There's places where you can sell cards that's in your hand, because the basic cards are crap. You really want to be getting rid of them as soon as possible. There's also health regens in there that'll get your health back up to full. There's places where you can increase your max hit points. There's places where you can upgrade certain cards. There's just a ton of stuff on the map. So you need to think strategically of a kind of a route round. And there's you see all the enemies that's going to be there as well. And there's also enemy spawners that you can destroy, which is crucial on some maps. It's just great the way that the map's laid out, because there's so much you can do on the map. And the combat's excellent. It has to be said, the combat's excellent. Getting into a fight with certain mobs, some run away and pull other mobs, some run away from you because they can fire 3 tile range, whereas you can't. You can with some cards, but as a rule, you pretty much have to be next to them, so you're doing melee, that's your bread and butter. And so you've got to really think, picking a good spot on the map to fight big bosses is a good idea, preferably next to where there's a big giant health boost for you, because some of these hit really, really hard, and some of them are just brutal. There's a guy who has 30 defense, and every time the turn's over, he gets that 30 defense back. So you have to hit him for 30 damage before you'll even do anything to him. It's just crazy. Now, you can get on hills, and that'll give you a little bit of extra damage. If you get into forest, you get a little bit of extra defense. So the tiles is all work strategically like that as well. I don't know what else I can say about this. It's just a really, really good game. I'm having a blast with it, and I'll definitely be streaming this because it's such a fun game. It's one of the best deck building games I've played for a long time. Now, it isn't without its problems. There's no save, for example, when you're in a mission. So once you start a mission, that's it. You're locked in there. And if you have to go out, if you get called out, if something happens IRL and you've got to leave it, you lose all the progress in that mission. You cannot save that, which I think is a bit bad. I can see why they've done it, because, save scumming could kind of break the game, I guess. But at the same time, I've had to be pulled away twice because there's a lot going on in the house with workmen and that. And I've lost progress, and some of the missions can last like half an hour. So it is a bit. And another thing, my graphics card fans are in overdrive at the minute with this. Trying to keep your card cool, and considering the game is, well, you can see what it is, I don't think it should be that taxing on my 2080. So there's some optimization I think needs to happen on the game, but no bugs. I haven't had any crashes, any bugs, so to speak of. So that's a good thing. I should mention that the levels aren't procedurally generated. Now that's a good thing because they're handcrafted and balanced, but it also means that replayability. For some, I mean, I would happily replay it all again because I had so much fun, but people might not want to revisit this because you're going to get the same maps with everything in the same place. And another gripe that I had was, considering I'm halfway through the game now on 9 hours, and I've only kind of died once, it is quite easy. There's no difficulty levels to speak of, which I would have liked to have seen to maybe handicap you a little bit. So they're me gripes, but overall, it's a very good game. I've really enjoyed playing it. The story is irrelevant to me. It's all about the gameplay in a game like this. So the story, I'm not bothered that it's a bit pants. I'm more interested in just having fun in a game, and I certainly had fun in this game. It's the best game I've played this year so far.